Hi, I'm Patty Johnson with Patty Johnson Interiors. Welcome to my blog, Chatti Patti Talks Design. We're here at High Point Market in spring of 2015, and we're in the CRLaine showroom. This is Tobi Fairley, designer extraordinaire, and she has just launched her new collection. And I'm going to talk to her a little bit about what her inspiration was in designing these beautiful pieces.
Well, my favorite thing to do is take classic silhouettes and make them fresh and new and updated. And I was already a great customer and fan of CRLaine. We have a connection already because we both love color.
Yes.
And we both love comfort and function. So it's really kind of a match made in heaven already. But my job was to bring a little excitement, a little bling, a little glamour, a little fashion, and some of the things that really maybe they've thought about doing, but because their customer base is really mostly the retail customer,
correct, yeah.
I could bring that designer's eye for detail and push the envelope a little bit more.
I was going to say, push the envelope a little bit. I think you're very successful in that, and I think, well, Tobi's known for her bold colors, bold, tailored, and what's the other one?
Bright, bold, and tailored is what we like to call it.
Yes, I'd say you've accomplished that, and your message is very clear. So tell us a little bit more about, the sofa that we're sitting on and some of the other features like the screen.
Right, so this is the Julianne sofa, which is a very classic piece, a Sheraton-style sofa that maybe you would have seen in an antique store or your grandmother's living room. But I brought it back in a really comfortable, deeper, more elongated version. Had this damask milled for me in the blush color.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's wonderful.
I was wanting to bring on this blush color trend that I knew was going to be strong this season, and so it was a little bit hard to find though because it's kind of the new neutral, and so I had this made. And really, I think it brings a very much a French, an antique French kind of French modernism look, like a third kind of glamour, old Hollywood. It brings all those details together.
It definitely does. So you're treating this blush pink as a neutral.
Yeah. So especially so it's a little more pink on this coffee table that I made with Woodbridge furniture, but when you even see the other pieces in the showroom, like the leather I've used, it really goes almost a fleshy tone, so it can be a neutral, and everybody looks good in that color. It makes you look beautiful.
Complimentary. I've heard always paint your dining room pink.
Exactly. Yeah. I've heard the same thing, and I think it's because it just kind of gives you a warm glow. So it's a beautiful option for a neutral.
Yeah. My spot for the 2015 spring market is Tobi's Hampton Chaise. Let's go over and take a look at it. And here is Tobi's Hampton Chaise that I selected as my style spot for spring market. What I love about it, it's obviously the oversized and just the way it's going to fit into a lot of different spaces, and of course her bold pops of bright color. Just a cheerful little spot. So tell us, what was your inspiration to make it wider?
So again, my job, I think, with partnering with CRLaine is to bring things that they don't already have, and even bring something that we don't see in the market a lot. So I love a chaise lounge, but you usually see them about 36 inches wide, not 48 inches wide.
Right.
And when I was working with the furniture designer that they work with, who was so talented, and we started talking dimension, and I said, I want to do something a little different. I want it to be really comfortable. He said, what if we go wide, like 48 inches? And I thought, no. Well, wait a minute, that's kind of an interesting idea. And so we started playing with the way to create the comfort of what a few years ago was a chair and a half that I didn't like at all, right. And they were so overscaled and not very attractive. How do we make this refined and beautiful and have that comfort with it still looking glamorous and gorgeous? So we added the little streamlined footboard. It comes standard with the lucite leg. We shortened the cushion a little bit because I love to use pattern, and I didn't want to have a seam across. If it was too long and you run a railroaded fabric for upholstery, you would have a seam. So we did a lot of little tricks and nips and tucks and made this beautiful swooped track arm and put in the little bolster here.
Love that detail.
Just adding all those pieces of details make it look really gorgeous, but then it's comfortable. And I also like to design for how I live and how my clients live, and so I think I can see myself and my daughter and my puppy all piled on here together, and so I think it really, really works, and that's the exact response. I like to stand around and listen to what people say.
Oh, yeah.
And they talk about how they're all going to pile on, or it's perfect in a media room, or so a little library nook. So overscaled, but fabulous, I think.
It's fabulous. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I love your collection, and best of luck to you this morning.
Thank you, Patty.